Hi, I'm Keith Bashirs, and I'm going to talk about how to not be spammy. So here's the first hint. If you said this isn't spam, it's probably spam. If you're posting and you're the only one liking your own post, it's probably spam. If you're posting and you're the only one commenting, it almost certainly is spam, especially if your comment is anyone interested? If you're popping into someone's direct messages and saying, I don't want to be spammy, but you're being spammy. How to not be spammy is to start a real conversation about the other person. Be more interested in what they are doing than about telling about what you do. Build a relationship, understand what their problems and needs are, then find ways to help them solve their problems, sometimes by introducing them to other people who are better able to solve their problems, and occasionally by solving it with offering your services. So here's an example that happened today. And I'm pretty sure that the parts that I'm going to read don't reveal who the person is. And so my intention is to read it verbatim, both the initial response or the initial input and my responses. Wednesday in the middle of the night, my time, but certainly it's the middle of the day, Wednesday work day for this person somewhere in Europe or Africa. Hi, Keith. Glad to be connected. Sorry for dropping into your DM out of the blue. I get how unexpected messages can feel, and I promise this isn't one of those spammy pitches. If you stopped right there, it wouldn't be spamming and it wouldn't be a pitch. Actually, let me edit it and then I'll come back and read it verbatim. If that sentence had been, sorry for dropping into your DM out of the blue. I get how unexpected messages can feel, and I promise this isn't one of those spammy pitches. I'd love to connect with you. And then the final sentence, add that. And then the final sentence as written, hope to hear from you soon. And if that's what the person had written, that would have been fine. Instead, this is what they actually wrote. Hi, Keith. Glad to be connected. Sorry for dropping into your DM out of the blue. I get how unexpected messages can feel, and I promise this isn't one of those spammy pitches. Here we go. I work with HighLevel GHL, helping people like you get the most out of the platform. In fact, I have had the pleasure to work with James Hurst, who is very popular in the industry. And I'm reaching out with a genuine offer. You can also feel free to check the testimonial he did through my profile or my website. I'd love to give you 5 hours of my time for free to help you optimize your setup. Whether it's setting up automations, fine-tuning workflows and automations are the same thing, or tackling custom integrations, I'm here to help. I've got some samples I can share to show you the kinds of results I've delivered for others. And honestly, I'm just looking for a chance to showcase my skills. This isn't a sales push, just a genuine opportunity to see if I can be of value. If you're open to it, I'd be more than happy to chat and see how I can assist. Hope to hear from you soon. All of that was about this person and their services. None of that was about me. The assumption that I use HighLevel, it's a really simple assumption to make. There's all kinds of that stuff plastered all over my public social media. My response was, what is spam? And I left it at that. And I don't have a timestamp, so I don't know how long I left it. So 7 hours later from when the initial post and when I responded with spam, what is spam? 8 hours after the initial response, no no interaction with my question, what is spam? I followed up. It is a real question. I am curious to hear your definition. I meant your definition of spam. I think that's a fair assumption. I don't know. The only response, a couple hours later, actually nearly a day late, nearly 20 hours later. So Thursday, midday, that person's time. Hey, man. Nothing. 3.5 hours later is when I saw that hey, man comment, and I wrote, don't quote hey, man, answer the question. Exactly 12 hours later. So I've given this person 12 hours from when I said, answer the question. I said again, question, I just triple question mark. In the original statement, the person said, I'm willing to give you 5 hours of my time. And all I'm asking for is an honest chance to do some work for you and get a testimony. My response to that is, I give more time than that every single week to people who need that kind of help. I didn't write that. I give away more time than that every week. And I don't keep track of those hours. So your offer isn't nearly as generous as you seem to think it is. You said you want to hear from me soon. Then you ignored my response for 12 hours. You are coming off as a one and done sales push with no interest in seeing if you can be a real value. Everything you wrote is coming up false. Would you like to start over? Because everything the person said in the initial pitch about not being a pitch, and it wasn't about trying to sell, if it was really about trying to connect with me, the person's had a day and a half to follow up in any form or fashion other than, hey man, I don't even know what that means. I asked a direct question and the person didn't respond to the question. I gave them 12 additional hours and they haven't responded. If there's any confusion in your mind, and I'm going to be very blunt here, if you are a freelancer from Africa, it may in fact be that you don't understand what we mean when we say the word spam. That was spam. All of that is spam. That is how you act if you are being spammy. You say you're not being spammy and then you spam, that's spammy. If you're from England, you speak with a British accent, and this is not this particular person, this is a previous conversation last week, and your way of approaching people is a video selfie that says, hey, Keith, this is not a pitch. Would you like 17 extra appointments per month? My team can get you 17 more appointments per month. Dude, that's a pitch. If you're from England and your initial response sentence to someone is a pitch, you don't get to say this is not a pitch. When it's a pitch, it's a pitch. When it's spam, it's spam. So I'm on my soapbox. I'll get off now. What we teach in the GHL Business Launch is how to do organic social media marketing well without being spammy. I'm making this demonstration of what is spam for the purpose of saying it's not acceptable in our group, and I can help you learn how to be a better business person if you're willing to stop being spammy and start being a learner. But you have to choose to not be spammy and be a learner. I can't let you into my learning community if I know you're going to spam. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now. Thank you very much.